Barrett, the gunman wanted in the shooting at the Charleston, South Carolina church, has apparently been captured in North Carolina. Again, we're piecing together a variety of reports, both local and national now, that police have found him in Shelby, North Carolina. Limited information as we do have it now. We don't know in what capacity he was taken into custody, and we're working to confirm that. What you're seeing is the video from the scene last night of the shooting where allegedly this 21-year-old walked into the church during a prayer service and after an hour opened fire, killing 9 people. Danny Colson is joining us, former FBI Deputy Assistant Director and FBI Hostage Rescue Team Commander. So this is just breaking, Danny. I'm looking to see if we have anything else from the wires and otherwise, but good news if they do have him.
Yeah, that's great news, and I'm not surprised, frankly. The guy's not a hardened criminal. He doesn't know really how to run away or how to hide. The network of law enforcement in that part of the country, actually around the country, has excellent communications. Shows like this publicize his picture, and he could very well have been caught by some citizen that spotted him. So this is really good news and shows what we can do when we work together.
Well, certainly. What now, Danny? If he is indeed in custody, what happens next?
Well, he'll lawyer up right away. He'll be taken for an arraignment. This case will probably go into federal court, which I think it should. The federal system is very efficient. Hate crimes are prosecuted very vigorously by the Department of Justice and generally run by the FBI. So, unfortunately, he will probably lawyer up, but he may, in fact, not. He may want to boast about this, and that would be really good to find out if somebody else is involved, because if there's other people, we need to find those people, too.
We heard very little about what actually happened inside the church besides the shooting, what he said to his victims and his potential victims. According to one report, he made mention of wanting to leave some alive to tell his story. So we'll see if that is part of this twisted plot. You mentioned the hate crime designation, that this is going to be investigated. We heard from the Attorney General as a hate crime. Yes. How does that impact the investigation?
Well, what it does really doesn't change the outcome. He will likely be, he will be prosecuted, will be convicted, but it'll be done in the federal system, which I think is much more efficient. They do a really good job, very fair job. But bottom line is the same result. We could prosecute him, or they could prosecute him as a local murder case with the same result. But I like the idea that the Department of Justice is going after this. I think we're sending a message to people like this that we won't tolerate this. The federal government will not tolerate it. And there's a joint effort between the federal and state authorities to catch people like this. And that's an important message to get out there. One of the motives this guy may have had, people like this or think that their acts could actually start a race war. And this may have been part of his motivation. It'll be interesting to see if that's the case.